Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome back to another episode of Wrath and Story. I am the Imperial Scribe of this vessel, the Flexible Demeanor, and it is my pleasure to document the many adventures of J. Jones, Andrew Dickinger, and their Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez. When you last left them, our boys had just arrived at a bustling starport, in search of anything that could win the rogue trader's favor. It seems that 2 new positions have opened up in his inner circle, and Jay and Andrew are hoping to capitalize on it. They only needed to find something unique, but what they got may be the map to the greatest rogue trader treasure of all time. Of course, they'd have to survive the competition. Will our boys chase down some legendary treasure, or are they dead already? Let's find out.
All right, booted you up, Daniel. I think I managed to get the bullet out. You look like you're still working. Can you hear me, buddy?
Did you push the green button?
Yeah, I pushed it. I pushed it a few
times. Did you not
times.
push the red button?
Was I supposed to push the red button?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, they keep shooting at us, though.
Yeah. Well, we've taken cover behind some of this garbage. I believe they're still opening fire.
All right, and one of them is going to roll to shoot you. They are a motley-looking bunch. One of them's got a peg leg. One of them literally has some sort of hook for a hand. They're a weird-looking crew. They got like red bandanas and sashes, and I've never seen anybody like this before.
It's such an interesting style. I feel like I've never seen anything like this before.
They also kind of smell bad.
Yeah, really bad.
Although, it's totally offset by your weird skin that makes lotions.
Yeah, I mean, I smell great all the time. Oh, God. They're firing.
One of these scurvy dogs here is taking a shot at you, Andrew.
Okay. I have a defensive 2.
And he has passed your defensive 2. So he got 3, so that's not enough to turn anything else around. So he has 1 extra dice. That's a failure. So you take 7 damage.
Okay, that is not enough to get through my resilience.
Oh, all right. So he takes a shot with his small pistol, and it bounces off your metal hide.
And I look down, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is way less scary than I thought.
Oh, nice. Good. He forgot you're a robot person. Sweet.
All right. So that's the first person to go. Now it is you guys' go.
Okay. Did you want to go first?
I'm going to go first. I'm going to
I'm going to probably use a move to hide into the trash.
Yeah.
Eventually. Not right now. Obviously, you're going.
They're all sort of surrounding your trash pile at 20 meters, and they're taking cover behind their own trash pile. Well, they've knocked over chairs and stuff, and also
they knocked over his sofa furniture that just happens to be trash.
Well, so they're not in the house with you.
Oh,
they're sort of outside. And now that gunfire's gone off, they're screaming as all the people that are in this area, while this is sort of a rough part of town, there's usually not gunfights breaking out.
That's fair.
There's still a an Arbitus presence on this station. So there's kind of a lot of chaos going on now.
You said they're 20 meters away?
Yes.
So they're not in movement distance. It would take me 3 turns to get to them. So I'm going to just shoot at one of them.
Okay.
Or no, I'm going to say something first, and I'm going to go, whoa! Whoa! There is no need for this violence. Obviously, you sent in an attack bird.
An evil bird!
But yes, I made it vanish from existence, but it was obviously evil. We can work this out.
Make awareness checks. And by that, I mean difficulty... Oh, in this case, it'll be difficulty 4.
Shit.
I got it! I got exactly 4.
I got it and am able to push a 6.
Holy
I rolled
crap.
ridiculously well.
Happens sometimes, I guess.
All right. You just notice you can't really do anything about it because you're sort of in the middle of the combat. But you actually see there is a woman who's wearing like a very distinctive green outfit, sort of similar to what these other folks are wearing, but a little bit more fashionable.
Clearly higher rank.
Yes. She's standing a ways away from them, and you wouldn't even necessarily know. First of all, her outfit is a little distinctive, but second, she's not running while everyone else is running, but you do see her calmly walking away from the scene of this combat.
Hey, did you notice that lady outside?
Hey, you! Does she hear me?
If she does, she doesn't turn.
Ah, damn it.
I think she might know these. Oh, God, more bullets.
Okay, so I'm going to fire at the closest guy. Well, actually, you know what? Oh, I'm going to fire at the guy that shot Daniel, because F that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's not very nice.
What is their defense?
Their defense is 3.
Ah, better defense than me. Interesting. Well, that is enough. Unfortunately, I can't push, and I only got a 5 on the Wrath die.
Okay.
But I do hit.
All right. So roll your damage if you need to do any extra damage on
Just 1.
Okay, 1 extra damage,
yeah.
maybe.
It does do an extra damage. So, 11 damage.
You killed him. You killed him.
Jeez.
You just blasted this guy, and he just you shot him. He had an eye patch on one of his eyes. You shot him in the other eye, and his head pretty much explodes.
Well, at least it's like even now. I mean, grim.
Yeah, geez.
That's real grim.
That is real grim. It's grim dark, I'd say.
They are looking a little bit stunned at the amount of damage
Just immediate murder that was just...
because they've just got relatively small like pistols that they're shooting at you, like small auto pistols. You know, they're shooting like a spray of bullets towards you, but they're not. You know,
also, one bounced directly off of me and dealt 0 damage, so that probably didn't make him feel good.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to keep firing. So they're going to fire and then move back 6 meters because that's their speed. Because they'll be like, no, we don't want to be dealing with this. So this other one is going to shoot at you, Jay, because they're splitting up their fire.
Damn. All right. Well, my defense is a 3. Oh, am I in cover? I am in cover, right?
Yes, you are in cover.
Oh, then my defense is a 4.
Oh, okay. Then they miss. Yes, they're hitting the garbage that you're hiding in.
Nice. I'm sneaky.
Patoong, patoong.
Good thing I'm so damn sneaky. Otherwise, we might have been in a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, it's a good thing there's not more colorful birds around.
What? What did you say?
Nothing.
All right, so I guess it's my turn?
It is your turn, yes.
I'm going to look up. Did I notice that they looked a little shaken by when he just killed that guy?
Yeah, they were not quite expecting that.
I'm going to turn to Andrew and speak loudly enough so that they can hear them. It's like, Andrew, don't worry. These guys have no idea the backup's on the way. They are all going to be dead in, geez, I think they're almost here. 30 seconds? And I say that loud enough. I'm going to make a deception check.
Okay. So you are allowed to use your other skills in combat.
Yay! I have a 9 for deception. What's the difficulty?
3.
Okay.
They're defending with one of their stats, yeah.
All right. That was pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. One of them is just like, pfft. He just turns and runs. He's just like, no.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Meanwhile, the one with the peg leg is not running away.
Aw.
And he
To be fair,
He's seen stuff.
Yeah. He's been through it.
He's maybe not so good at running either.
Fair.
And he is going to take a shot again at he's going to shoot at the chatty one.
Damn it. All right. Well, remember, I'm in the shadows. Or no, I'm not in the shadows, I guess.
No, not if you stood up and started yelling.
No, I didn't. I rolled over to Andrew,
Oh, okay.
basically, and said it loud enough so he could hear me.
You're still behind cover, though, so you still get a 4 defense.
Yeah. Remember, any penalty to detect or attack me due to lighting or cover is increased by half my rank, which I already told you, so it's 4.
Yeah. Okay, that's going to be for 5. So he's going to hit you. Yes.
All right.
And then let's see if he could shift that over. No, he can't. He can't shift that over. Then he's going to roll his bonus die. Oh, we got a 6. So
Damn.
you take 9 damage.
Ouch. Okay,
Yeah.
so that means 2 goes through.
Yeah.
Because my resilience is a 7.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to soak some of this. So
Okay.
I have 8 shock, but I have a soak of 3.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if I can soak some of this. I get 3 out of that, so I can soak the remaining 2. So I take 1 of the shock just automatically because I'm soaking, and then 2 more. So I have 5 shock left.
Yeah.
But I ignore all the damage.
Yeah, so what you do is shock represents your ability to move quickly and like deal with this things. So it's about to hit you.
It's my lethness.
Yes, that word that you say. And you just dive down at the last moment as the bullets are flying towards you.
Yes, I ground backflip, as we Aeldari call it.
Oh, yes, ground backflip.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
good
like
thing your glasses stay
It's
on.
like a vault, but it's backwards.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's pretty graceful.
All right.
It's a good thing I built those glasses for you.
Yeah, they're nice. These designer glasses, obviously.
All right. So the round is over. Everybody's gone. And you guys are at the top of the round.
I mean, I'm fine to just shoot somebody.
Yeah, fire away.
There's only 2 left. Yeah.
They obviously didn't listen to you completely. One did, but the peg leg guy is kind of bothering me because I also have an artificial leg, and he's, badly representing. So I think it's time to kill him.
Also, they didn't believe us when I said reinforcements, and really what I meant is either the shock maul or your guns. And they're here.
They both count. They're doing the right thing, which is running away from the shock maul, because the shock maul is the real reinforcement.
It's true.
You said their defense was 3, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got a 3 and I got a 6 on the wrath die. So.
Oh, okay. How do you keep doing that? Okay. I guess it's a 1 in 6 chance.
Did you shoot the peg leg guy?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
I shot
man.
the peg leg guy.
Give him some peg leg arms.
Okay, so you got to roll your normal damage on him, and then we'll look at the critical hit here. Though, actually, your normal damage might even kill him. But
10 damage.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, let's look at the critical hits here.
I assume he has 11. Like, you needed exactly 1 more to kill him.
Roll the d6s, 1 for the 10s, 1 for the 1s.
16.
16, okay. Headshot. A well-aimed shot tears ragged chunks of bone and brain from the opponent's skull.
Oh.
Boom. Headshot. Sniperman's a good job, mate.
It almost doesn't matter because he was dead anyway, but you nailed him in the head specifically. You've hit people in the head before, but this was like a super, it hit a very important part of the head, I guess. You got a critical hit. Okay, so it would have done extra stuff.
It did like a pretty badass explosion out of the back of his head.
It hit him in the apricot, so his body just goes limp and he just falls.
Well, sometimes we all know there's a part inside the head that if you hit it just right, your whole head goes boom.
That's right.
Yeah. Haha, more like peg head, am I right?
Is that even possible?
The other guy is going to start running at full speed away from this combat. And you see that as he's turning the corner, a group of Arbites an Arbites officer and some Arbites troops, which are, the law enforcement on this station,
right,
roll around and just grab him immediately.
Cool, good job, officer.
Yes, we were hoping somebody would obviously take this dangerous fellow into custody. We were happy to assist. No thanks necessary.
All right, there are 8 of these Arbites members. 2 of them have riot shields and batons out. The rest of them have guns out. The guy sort of looks like a commanding officer. You see most of their faces, or at least part of their faces, but this commanding officer has a skullish helmet that he's wearing as he approaches you. What is occurring here?
Well, these, miscreants interrupted our dinner with our good buddy, Wally, and they happened to show up and just started shooting up the place, and there's this disgusting bird. We won't go into the details, but needless to say, now that you guys are here, it seems like justice is done, and I, for one, feel a lot safer.
They shot our skull.
Yeah.
Without provocation.
They shot our skull. Which is, he doesn't do anything to anybody. He's the nicest. Look at him. It's adorable.
Say hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. Get it?
Yeah, see? It's cute. But listen, we just wanted to say thank you for coming so quickly. I feel safer. I know Andrew feels safer, and Daniel does too.
I can't read the expression on his face because of the skull mask, but he's just remaining quiet as you talk.
And we'll be on our way.
We'll be on our way. Thank you very much, Arbites, and see you later.
I must ask you to wait. You were attacked unlawfully. And for that, there is no reason for you to be punished. However, I would prefer if you would return to the station and make a report on this incident.
Well, I feel like everybody's busy, right?
All normal citizens and visitors must report.
Like, it's like a law thing.
I am law.
Right.
Okay, so I
am Valor.
Valor. Oh, the Valor.
Perhaps you have heard of me.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
How can't we hear?
There is a guy, one of his soldiers behind him rolls his eyes and starts making a jack-off gesture.
Yeah, I mean,
how can you not hear about Valor? I mean,
yeah, I mean, look, I don't know many people who wear a skull mask as well as you do, except for the Valor, am I right?
I bring justice to the lawlessness.
That's what I always tell people when I'm talking about you.
Okay, so Valor, normally we would come and do a report, but as you can see, and I lift the ring and show it to him, we're on important business for the Hardin family. And we're kind of under a tight schedule.
Yeah, really tight. But listen, how about this?
Rogue traitors, then.
Yeah,
The ones who exist outside the law?
Well, outside the laws are weird. I mean, they are given writs by the Emperor. I think this one actually got one. Like, I've heard it's real. Like, it's not like
not even from the High Lords. Like,
yeah, like directly from the Emperor
back
himself.
far enough for
I am not allowed to hold you. I ask you to come willingly, but you are allowed to be on your way. Stupid rogue traitors.
Well, I mean, they're not that stupid because they're going to hear about the deeds of Valor.
They are going to hear about the deeds of Valor. And honestly, I'm a bit starstruck, and I'm so anxious right now. I just kind of have to go.
It just doesn't live up to it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the rumors aren't even close.
Yeah, not even close. I mean, you're impressive. I mean, I saw you, grab that guy. You, literally grabbed him, and he couldn't even get away.
Yeah, you see him on the ground. He's just being beaten mercilessly by these guys. Valor has trained his guys to be pretty violent in there.
Except for the guy rolling his eyes, who's obviously...
he's new.
Oh, you don't know. He could be making a jag-off motion while beating this poor dude on the ground.
Look, he doesn't like his commander, but he is a sociopath. A lot of people who join the Arbites, especially out here in the middle of nowhere, tend to be people who want to push people around.
Man, you guys really do live up the legend. Justice and all. Well, we gotta go. Gotta get back to that ship.
All right.
Valor, thanks so much. Wonderful part of town you got over here.
We would still prefer if you would make a report. We will be interviewing this man.
We will
Absolutely.
be coming back.
You know what? Well, you just hang out over there, and we'll be over there probably later. We promise. All right, let's get out of here. Right? These people are insane. Okay, so we just quickly walk.
We both give a salute,
just
and then just
multiple
turn around,
salutes,
and then just turn around, and then just grab Wally and start walking away.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I don't know if we need to bring Wally.
I mean, we just bring him.
Yeah, let's bring him. Why not? Wally, you ready to get on a ship and go on some adventures?
Yes. It's been so long since I've been in the stars.
Wally, you're an interesting fellow. I feel like sometimes I'm talking to a kid, but you're so old. All right, let's go. Daniel, I hope you don't mind. It's a bit of a cluster around here with all these people, and I'm worried you floating in the air, you might bump into something. Is it all right if I just shut you off for a minute?
All right. I mean, I'll still be floating, but...
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, but with the recording equipment out, it's awkward. I'll retract that.
Yeah, all right. Just shutting you down.
Okay.
All right, Daniel, just turned you back on. I think I managed to, with some of this putty, patch up that hole from the bullet. I think you look great.
I've been taking a lot more damage recently.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Where did you get putty?
It's like sticky tack. You don't have sticky tack in your room? It's fun. You can do this with your fingers. Look, check this out.
I have no
I can make
idea
it really
what that
long
is.
and then squish it back up in a ball. It's fun, when you get stressed, you can kind of play with it.
I have no idea what that is.
Anyways, hey, it looks like we're back in the captain's audience chamber.
Yes, you are in my audience chamber.
Oh, Captain.
Are you still playing with that sticky tack?
I mean, it's got a lot of great uses. Listen, I don't need to go into it.
You told me you had a lead on a great treasure. Is that right?
We do.
We do.
In fact, I think it might even be the treasure.
Also, direct ties to the Hardin family.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, do you happen to remember when you were young, even though you are looking still very young right now, a guy named Wally?
no. I have many employees.
Worked for Selden Harden.
My grandfather.
It was his grandfather. He's so old.
Yeah.
He hurt our line a lot when he went missing. His ship was the greatest one in the fleet, and he never came back from a mission he was on.
Well, I mean...
Maybe it was this mission?
Maybe it was to find it? Well, regardless, we found someone from his old crew. His name's Wally. He's super old and got bright red hair, but he seems to have he had previously in his possession.
I don't care about old employees.
You're right.
That does not get me treasure.
That's a good point. Let's maybe talk about the map.
Okay, so he gave us this.
Oh, is that... Oh, I have not seen one of these in quite some time. This is a psychic message. Yes, it speaks into the mind of those sensitive to...
Psychic message! That's why I could read it.
That's even worse.
Because I'm Aeldari, baby.
This is something that navigators use. They, to give message... So did you see this? And also, what is this?
Oh, well, it's a map. Here, do you mind if I take this?
Well, I don't know if I will be able to see it that well.
Of course. Well, and I just plug the ring into it again so it reopens.
Yeah. And you see, like, there is a glow. Like, I can see the glow. You can see the glow, Andrew. But, like, I can't see the map. I mean, it's kind of glowy. I'm a skull. I don't have any psychic powers.
It's a deep glow. That's as far as I've gotten.
You guys, okay. Well,
I'm not like you.
I mean, you're obviously incredible, Captain. Not any of us are really like you, but here, let me see what I can see checking this thing out. So, I can see this thing pretty clearly.
Yes.
But like I'm leaning in, like really leaning in, like, oh wow, quite interesting. Yes. Hold on, this takes a moment. I need to focus my psychic energy to just really get into the Aeldari mind space. Just give me a moment. Hold on. Yeah, runes, spirits and stuff. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm in tune with it.
What the hell are you saying?
All right, I'm getting into my Aeldari psychic space. Okay, so it's weird. All right, that's interesting. So what I can see is there's a faint flickering star, like really weak, and it seems to have like 3 planets surrounding it, and there's just like tons of ice everywhere. That's what I can see. After I did all my psychic-y stuff. But yeah, that's what it's showing.
It's fascinating. So it is a picture of a place in space, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. And I know you guys can't see it, but it looks pretty cool.
Oh no, I believe you. This is a mimetic device. I'm sure if I showed it to one of our navigators, they would be able to see it as well. So, do you know where that is?
I can't say that I've been there before. It looks interesting.
We sure can find out.
Yes, so here's the thing. You need to tell me where in space I will go to find this... Oh, wait, you haven't even told me why I would be going here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we wanted to leave a little bit of mystery, right? So maybe, Andrew, you were the one to tell me about, what this thing is,
Okay,
right?
Yeah, all right. Have you heard, Captain, of the Destined Savior?
Oh, I have. Oh, is this where the Destined Savior is?
Supposedly.
Oh, that is very fascinating. Part of the reason I wanted you to do this is because I'm ever so bored.
Well, I mean, this will definitely solve that problem, being the person to discover this ship, but apparently it's also, like, filled to the brim with treasure?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's why I've heard of it.
And I mean, if we got you this treasure ship, we'd probably maybe have a seat on your command group?
Yes, definitely. Now, to prove that you can be on my command staff, you will need to figure out where this is in space.
Right. Okay. No, we can do that. I can figure this out.
We can definitely do it.
We're still in port for another week or so.
Okay, so we just need to find somebody who's good with star maps.
I have an idea. We will take care of it, Captain. We will come back to you later.
Excellent. So, thank you for the update on your progress. Very interesting. I hope something comes of this.
Oh, it definitely will. And we'll see you later.
Okay, so we walk out. I have this idea that we go to my chamber and we have a one of the displays set up, and essentially Jay is describing to me like how it looks, and I'm trying to make a holo rendering rough of this place via the image, so that if I can like show it to someone somewhere and they could maybe tell us where it is, other than him having to describe it every time.
All right. So it's going to take a little bit of time for us to do that. By the way, I didn't mention. Did you see Wally? I think I saw him in the mess hall. He's working. He's working on the ship now.
He's back working again?
Yeah, he was really excited to work here.
What is he doing in the mess hall?
I think he's a chef, or maybe he's washing dishes. I don't know.
Nice. Good for him. Back in the saddle. Back to work.
He's not in that terrible place anymore.
Yeah. No
we
more in that
did
garbage.
something good.
We did do something good. High five. Nice. Good sound effect.
All right, so we take the time and like it's like no, it doesn't do that, Jay. You got to tell me closer to how it looks.
Well, I told you. Oh, look, I'll use a different word. Effervescent might not be the best descriptor for the star,
No,
but I
like-
think it's fairly accurate. I mean, this is what I'm seeing.
Look, I make the picture like this. You tell me brighter, darker, and then planets and ice. It's real simple.
Andrew, I'm Aeldari, all right? I see
No, you're
things
not!
that the normal eyes just can't capture.
You're not
right?
Aeldari.
All right, fine. It's like smaller, and there's the planet's more in that direction.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I guess that one's over. Like
All right,
that.
and the ice?
There's more of it.
More?
Yeah, a little more. I mean, not that much. That's so much ice. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Okay, I think this will work. Daniel, I'm going to upload this to your databanks as well, just in case I can't.
All right, take a look. Oh, that's cool. I mean,
Right?
I know I was already looking at it while you were making it there, but now it's like actually in my head. Like I could see it even better.
Right? Isn't it cool to see things like inside your mind?
I guess it's kind of like what you're doing.
Yeah,
maybe.
right?
Yeah.
If only you could see something like this, Andrew. It's truly incredible.
I can. That's how my goggles work.
What? What do you mean?
It's alternate reality, you know? It just like it displays over top of what I see normally.
Well, at least they're not cool designer glasses like I have, you jerk.
Okay, he's gone.
So what? So he's gone, but where are we going to go? I have a couple ideas. We could talk to the administerium. Maybe we could find a map maker. I don't know.
Those sound like good ideas.
There's like I feel better if we were talking with Jay.
Smoldering corpse, turning you off.
Oh, okay.
All right, so turned you back on, Daniel, and of course we went to the best idea, the smoldering corpse.
Yeah.
This place is terrifying.
I gotta say, I thought, you guys would have maybe discussed a couple more options, but it sounds like you guys came to a consensus on Smoldering Corpse, so that's good.
I mean, you walked out of the room.
Yeah, so I left it to you two. I knew that, look, sometimes I get intense emotions. It's
You're
new.
not an Aeldari.
It's new, okay? This body just sometimes it wells up with so much feeling that I just need
About
I need to take a
colorful
moment.
birds.
What?
I nonchalantly turn, and I totally intentionally drop one of the feathers onto the ground and then like walk over it so that it's suddenly visible.
What the hell is that?
What?
That's the smoldering. Oh, you mean the feather? I thought you might be confused by the thing in the center of the bar.
Why would you keep that? Did you keep that?
I didn't keep it.
Did you bring that here?
What? I don't see anything.
Why? All right, I need some fresh air. I need a moment.
Okay, well, it's not going to be that fresh, but so
I just wander a little bit. Like,
yeah.
just a few
So
feet
the
away.
Smoldering Corpse Bar is a pretty lively place. It's hopping, and you see the namesake sort of floating in the center of the bar. It looks like, I don't know if it's a mannequin or like some sort of robot or something, but there is a figure that's sort of floating in the center of the bar in like a little display tube or something that's just burning. It doesn't seem to be like consuming the mannequin or whatever it is, but it's just perpetually burning. Don't really know why that's there. Maybe we could ask somebody, but right there, I guess there's a little plaque over there. But
Walk up to the barkeep, slam my hand on the counter. So what's the deal with the burning thing?
Oh, I don't know. I bought this place from somebody else. It's for it's honor of Saint Casa something, Casafili, a guy who got set on fire and then kept preaching the emperor's name. Yeah. It's
Cool.
been there as long as I've been here. So I don't even know where that thing came from, to be honest. It's
All
been
right.
here for a really long time.
Well, we're gonna need 3 rounds, and then do you know any?
Wait, do I get one?
What kind of question is that, Daniel?
All right, I'm back. I feel better.
I
need a drink.
I hand you a drink.
Thank you. You're forgiven. And I take a swig.
Daniel, why would you not get around? You are the third wheel of our group, and we're the tri-wheel. That's how it works.
Yeah, try wheels. That's the most stable structure you can have.
I don't
for
know
a
where I put it,
wheel-based
but
vehicle.
okay.
I mean, we installed a wine tube, I thought, a while ago.
we did.
I thought that wine tube was to give... I guess you could put it at... Okay, yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And the bartender shrugs for a second and doesn't really care as he just puts down... And you weren't specific about what the drink is, so he just gives you... It's just the worst, and he's just sort of put it down.
Wow, this is quite delicious.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. The stuff on the ship hasn't been great, so I'm just happy to be out, to be honest.
I should point out at this point that because of the heavy augmentation that I have, I basically have no sense of taste anymore. Because, my body gets only sustained by, rudimentary paste stuff.
Yeah,
So-
my sense of taste is the exact opposite. It's, so sensitive that...
So this is god-awful.
Yeah,
dude.
so, I thought it was fine, and then, the aftertaste hits me, and then it hits me again, and then again, and I'm like... Oh, God! Oh, my God, that was, bartender,
That'll put some hair on your elf balls, right?
Yeah.
Is that the saying?
What was that exactly?
We call it swill.
Fair enough. I'll be done with that.
Not bad.
Cool.
You drinking more of it?
And you just, as I'm staring at you, just, downing the whole thing.
That is horrific. Wow.
Another, please.
I don't know whether to
you can
respect
have
you more or
his,
less.
maybe?
Yes, whatever else that was in this, you can have it.
So, barkeep, do you happen to know any knowledgeable people with star maps, perhaps?
What?
You know, people who, read the stars and, know where stuff is in space.
Do I look like a tout? Am I an information guide? What are you talking
I don't
about?
know. People come up and talk to you. They're like, hey, I'm drunk. I want to tell you about my personal life and my interests.
You're a bartender. Bartenders know all of the people.
Look, if you want maps, I guess you could talk to Fel, but he doesn't talk much. You go there, or you could just start talking to some of the captains around here. Many of them have been around. Fel's a weird one. I guess you could also talk to the administrators or something. I don't know. I got things to do.
Well, who is Fel?
Oh, he's Fel. He lives here, and he gives you a little bit of directions towards Fel's place, which is a small building. Yeah, he runs a business, but don't let the lady see you going in there, or her goons.
Wait, what does this lady look like?
Does she have green clothes?
What?
Or
No.
or mostly wear green clothes? I mean, she might not wear them all the time.
No, she's the one in charge of the Arbitus. The lady, she's the one in charge of all the Arbitus on the station.
So she's Valor's boss.
You know Valor?
I mean, we've met him once. He was interesting, for sure.
God, that guy always is trying to raid this place. I'm not doing anything illegal. Ugh.
I mean,
I
does it
don't-
look
I don't
like
know
we
about the drinks? They're pretty... Anyways.
criminal, you might say?
Yeah, I would say that.
He scares away business.
As I say that to you, and I'm just drinking all of yours now as
You're
well.
disgusting.
Look, you could maybe go talk to Fel. I don't know. I gotta go help some other customers. And he turns around, and he's talking to some people, and there's a whole any kind of human you could possibly see is here at this bar. There's a slew of captains. You even see one guy in the back in a booth. He sort of even looks like a rogue trader. Maybe he's like a shitty rogue trader, the fact that he's here. But he has a pretty big hat. You see mercenaries. You see crewmen. You see a pair of priests who are trying to have a conversation with a ratling, which is just like a small little rat person. And just everybody's here.
Man, this is quite a colorful bar.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely lend to it with your high standards.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I look beautiful.
Yeah, some people have given you a weird eye, but
And I wink back at them, of course.
yeah.
common Aeldari greeting to wink at one another.
Yeah. So there's a lot of captains here. I guess there might be some captains at the other bar, too. We could try to talk to them about maps. Oh, I guess we could talk to this Fell guy, too, though.
We could talk to this Fell guy. Here's one thing. I do appreciate a bartender who doesn't think he's good at stuff, but then is good at stuff.
I mean, he was like...
He's like a savant of bartenders.
He was like, what do I look like? An information booth? Here's exactly what you need.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's so good. He's so, like... mad but solid at being a bartender. Like a perfect bartender.
Maybe he's mad because he's so good.
Oh, maybe that's it. He's like reached the mountaintop of being the best you can be at bartending.
He's like, is this the top? I can't, it's only down from here.
Yeah, it's tough.
Anyways, that's debilitating.
Let's talk to that captain with the giant hat.
Oh, all right.
Hello, how are you doing, Mr. Captain?
Hey, what's up?
All right, I think we should maybe move on to the other captain.
No, I've never talked to an elf before.
See you later.
Oh.
Go across the room to another captain.
Do you know who I am? I'm a rogue trader.
We don't care.
Maybe we should talk to Fell. He sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah. 2 hours later.
I mean, you could make it... so this is what you would do. So you could go talk to Fell. He is somebody who's been established, so there was something weird about him. I don't know. We go talk to him. If you would like to just sort of schmooze around in the bar, try to find information, that is an investigation checks, because you are sort of investigating and trying to find knowledge.
So after a couple drinks, this swill is very intoxicating, and I shamble over to... It's even overridden my, like, digestive system that's supposed to, like, part alcohol from anything I imbibe.
Nice.
And I walk over to those two priests and I'm like, so, have you seen the elf over there? I mean, he's definitely not human. I think you should talk to him about the word of the Emperor.
Oh, yes, we're just trying to... We're not always preaching all the time.
What?
We kind of... That's why we come here. We're just trying to be normal.
I mean, my last priest friend definitely was trying to preach all the time. You saying that was wrong?
Look, I'm allowed to take some time off, aren't I? Who are you? You're with an Eldar?
I'm going away now.
Okay.
Just wander away.
I mean, they might have introduced themselves, but they said, who are you? And then you're just like, bye. So you guys are good at making friends at this bar.
We're really good. So my investigation is a 1, so I'm not going to do a very good job of that. What's your investigation?
My investigation is a 3.
Okay.
So I have a chance.
You do.
I am going to try and find somebody that maybe is not Fell that can help us out.
Yeah.
So what's the difficulty of this?
Difficulty is going to be... It's going to be 3.
Gotta roll hot. Here we go.
Ugh. Doesn't look good.
I rolled a 1 on my wrath die, and then my other dice were a 1 and a 2.
No.
I'm very drunk.
What does drunk Andrew do to our investigation of all these people in star maps?
So tell me, do I just drunkenly announce that we're looking for this thing?
Jeez.
Yeah, you kind of announced, we're sort of looking, I'm chatting with you, Jay, and we're sort of looking around, and then all of a sudden you look over and Andrew's standing on top of a table.
Well, you know this fucking ship with all the treasure, we got a map, we're looking for somebody that knows the place.
Sweet, beautiful Emperor, what the hell is he doing?
And I'm like looking for the button to press for the map.
Oh my god! And I just run across the bar and just full on, just like, what is it called? A clothesline? Like just hit him full speed in the chest and knock him onto the ground.
You need to make a roll to do that.
Yes, I do.
Do I do an opposed check?
There's no pose.
No, I guess...
Or does he have to just like beat?
What's your defense?
You're going to make a weapon skill check. I mean, your weapon is your body, but...
I mean, my
is.
defense is 2.
Yeah, he's going to try to hit your defense.
Yeah, so I'm just going to straight try to, like, knock you down. Oh.
Keep it in the thing.
That was actually pretty good. Oh, it was a 6 until I knocked it, but I did 6 on my wrath, and so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I, like, just take you down.
And you got a 6 on your wrath,
I got a
too?
6 on my wrath.
Okay, if you would like, instead of turning that into glory, you can negate mostly people hearing what he said.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay. So most people don't hear it. However, you do you show the map for just a second. And if most people don't see it because while you're yelling around, they don't see it, but a couple people may have got their eyes on this. Again, it's not a map. It's just an image but maybe you could turn that into a map. And it just sort of popped up, and then you've tackled him.
All right. No more swill for you. We are leaving, and we're going to try to talk to maybe this fell person.
But I was getting
No
somewhere.
more. No more swill for you. Daniel, just... If he tries to get any more swill, hit him with the fire extinguisher. I'm dragging you out of here.
There's the thing on my backpack.
I grab him by the arm and I start dragging him
And
out.
you see a woman standing there. And, do you need a tour guide? Do you need to know where things are? I'm a tout.
Hold on a second. Do you know where like things are like in space?
No, around the station.
Bye. And then just drag him away out the bar. I get outside. I'm looking around. Man, I wish I knew somebody who knew stuff around this station.
On the backpack, hit the gray button.
What?
Hit the gray button.
On your backpack?
Yeah.
Oh, and I flip him over on the ground and I hit the gray button on his backpack.
And I immediately vomit all of this swill that I've imbibed onto
Oh my
the ground.
God!
Just like in one continuous stream. Just
Oh, man. God.
And it's like, it goes for a comical amount of time.
Get on his level. Okay, are you good now?
You know, that aftertaste isn't great.
Yeah, it's not. You're insane.
That is a strange experience.
Do you know what you almost just did in there?
Yeah, I have full memory of it. Remember, my mind records everything.
Yes, you're made of machine parts. All right, listen. Give me 1 second. And I poke my head back inside the bar. Excuse me, miss?
Yeah.
Do you know where a person named Fell happens to be in this town?
Yeah, you give me 10 thrones, I'll tell you where anything is in this town.
How about this? If it's good enough, I'll give you 20 thrones. And can I do a persuasion check?
Sure.
Time for arbitrary use of skills.
You should tell her to deliver us to Fell.
I guess this would be deception, because I don't intend to pay her more.
Okay, you monster. Difficulty is going to be 4 because you're not a human.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just say
No, you already put that foot in the door.
Damn it. I pass. That's a 4. Exactly.
Sure. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Fells?
Yeah, I want to go to Fells.
All right. You probably shouldn't go to Fells, but okay.
Wait, why shouldn't I go to Fells?
Oh. The lady hates him.
What do you mean the lady hates him?
Oh, come on. Well, I'll take you there. And
you could just tell me where it is, and then I'll give you the money.
Okay. My name's Anna, by the way.
Anna, it's very nice to meet you. I am Gary.
Gary?
That's not your name, but okay.
I am also
Anna's
Gary.
not my name either. So,
Oh, good.
Fell, he worships sort of weird. He's kind of, some people think he's a heretic. I don't really care either way, but the lady in charge of the Arbitas, she did. He apparently used to say some stuff that was bad, so she ripped his tongue out.
Oh, okay. So not a big communicator. That's
No, and there tends to be people keeping an eye on his place, but he does an okay job. He's a cartographer.
Would you say he's under house arrest?
No, not under house arrest, but there tends to be the lady likes to keep an eye on him.
Surveillance, Jay.
Gotcha. So,
Oh, sorry, Gary.
listen. Question: if he was to leave his place, would the Arbitus like that, or would they want to try to retain him in his place?
I don't know. I think they just don't want him to spread the heresy.
Cool. Well,
but you're looking for maps, right?
yeah, I mean, yes, we're big into maps.
All right. Well, maybe you could talk to one of the rogue traders around here. They know stuff. But besides that, I guess Fell's your best bet. I know the government keeps a good supply of maps too, but I don't trust them.
Right. Who would trust the government? I don't know. Andrew, what do you think?
Yeah, let's just go. I mean, we know the guy that's directly under her. We could always rope him in.
I don't know if that's a good idea. That guy was kind of nuts.
Yeah, but then we could push all the responsibility onto him and say it was his fault.
I mean, I really wish we hadn't blown it with those rogue traders in there. Also, the government maybe? No, that's probably not a good idea. We don't really have good
Here's the plus side.
track record with them.
Here's the plus side. 2 things. 1, if we get it from Fell and it's accurate, you can't tell anyone.
Right.
2, if he does try to tell somebody, who the hell's going to believe him?
Because he's a heretic. And he's crazy. Could be a good plan. It is our plan. It's our plan. All right. Anna, thank you for that information. Where is his place again?
I'll point you the way, but I'm not going to go see Fell.
Sure. So just if you want to point it on, down the street.
All right, you're going to go this way, and she gives us directions.
Thank you so much, Anna. I'm going to go get those thrones for you.
Hey, Bruno, he doesn't want to pay me.
Well, that's not what I said. I said I was going to get you some thrones. I mean,
Hey, Jake, we have so much money.
Do we really?
We work for a rogue trader.
I don't know how much money we actually have.
We have, at least 200 thrones on us.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wait, is that a lot?
Oh, here we go. How much did you promise the lady?
Guys, I don't know if you remember. I used to just throw those things away.
How much did you promise her, Gary?
20 thrones?
And I just go into our supply and get 20 thrones out and hand it to her. Thanks.
Pleasure doing business with you, boys. If you ever need any more help in the station, I've been here a while. I know where everything is.
Only if you tell me your real name.
You got to pay more for that, sweetie.
Shit.
How much is a lot more? What do you think? Should we give him 200? Is that too much?
No.
Oh, okay.
Stop saying numbers.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm not very good with money.
Okay. And also, don't fuck with me. Don't try to rip me off.
Fair enough. I respect it.
My dad's pretty important around here, okay?
Who's your dad?
Farad. You'll get to know him.
Huh.
Bye. And she turns back around.
Well, it was nice.
And she starts plying her trade on some other person who's coming in.
Well, I think we might have dodged a very dangerous situation there. Nicely done, giving her the money and stuff.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when you broker deals.
Yeah, okay.
Just
I like
because you think you're Aeldari doesn't mean you need to deceive everyone that you run into.
Hey, we don't always deceive everybody. I mean, we're tricky, we're quick, we're fast on our feet and our
You
tongues.
keep saying we.
Aeldari. Anyways, so let's go to this place.
Alrighty. So we make our way through the town. Again, people are making... It's not a town. It's a gigantic spaceport that's full of stuff. We've been staying on sort of the more civilian areas. More towards the center of the station, there is the military stuff. They have naval vessels. They have barracks with tons of actual troops here to defend it. There was a big orc attack a couple years ago, so they're still ready for that sort of stuff. But as we are sort of going along the outskirts, we actually are going near sort of the edge of the station, near one of the wall, like the exterior walls, and sort of burrowed into the side of it is a home and there's a sign that's just sort of hanging there, and it just has a picture of a bunch of stars, and then it's surrounded in a square to sort of make it look like it's stars on a piece of paper.
Huh.
It's a good sign.
Probably the guy
Literally
we need.
and figuratively.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably the dude to look at for stars. I mean, I'm just
And
saying.
maps.
And maps.
And stars on maps.
Yeah, I think we've made a good decision coming here. By the way, do we notice any guards or people around?
There are not guards here, but there are. You do notice that there is an Arbitus who's just sort of standing there with his arm crossed, just sort of looking around, not necessarily at Fell's place, but just sort of looking around at everybody
Trying
who's
to
coming
look
by.
inconspicuous, I'm definitely deployed here, not for this reason.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think let's go in and talk to the guy. What do you think?
Yeah, let's just go.
All right. So we go, and is there a door? Can we just open it?
There's a curtain, actually.
Oh,
yes.
One of these. All right. And I slide the curtain to the side.
And there is a tall, lean man who's got a white... It's not quite a turban, but it looks a little bit like a white turban. If you've ever seen a turban before, it's a very not traditional fashion statement in this part of the world, universe, galaxy, anywhere.
Sure.
But he is wearing a turban, and as you come in, he stands up and sort of bows to you.
I wonder if he hails from Talon.
Well, Fel, it's nice to meet you. I'm Jay. This is Andrew.
And he lifts up his hands and he sort of moves them around a little bit, and he sort of actually gestures into the air, and you realize that he has a little sort of technology on the edge of his hands, and you see just appearing in the air is a smiling face that appears for just a moment in a blue light, and then it fades away.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have a tongue.
Yeah, well, it's good to meet you as well. And I close the curtain behind us. So we're looking for a particular place that you may or may not know where it is.
Question mark.
First off, this is a very important place, and we want to kind of keep it between us and you. You know, that cartographer's oath, as they say. You know, you cartographer one map, you keep it to yourself, right? That's a thing?
He smirks and makes the symbol for a throne.
Yep, thought that was it. Okay.
So how much is it going to cost to maintain your silence? And I mean, like, maintain it.
Your finger-waving silence.
He points at you and sort of nods when you say finger-waving silence.
How about, now, this is going to hurt me, 10 thrones?
He scowls.
So can I roll an insight check on how reactive he was to try to gauge what a good deal would be for this guy?
Yeah. Though, like, keep in mind, you have the resources of a rogue trader vessel behind. Okay.
Still want to negotiate. I got a 6 on my wrath die. And what was the difficulty?
Difficulty is 2.
Oh, well then I passed without using the wrath die, so I can hold on to that 6. So we got a lot of glory going on.
So you realize that, like, while he's interested in money, for his silence, you know, I'm going to say that 6, you get a little bit more. You're going to have to do something a little bit more if you want his silence. It's going to have to be more than money.
So, Fel, I know in your profession, you know, obviously you're constantly in here and you're thinking about stars and you're mapping stars, but Fel, let me ask you, have you ever actually been out in the stars? Seen them yourself in person instead of just drawing them on maps?
He looks at you for a moment and then nods slowly as if it is an obvious answer.
I mean, look, I know obviously you've been off of this port. I can't imagine this is the only place you've been, but, like, do you miss it?
He puts his hand up and wobbles it back and forth, the gesture of, kinda.
Right. I figured that was it because, I mean, this place is so nice.
And he puts a finger up to his mouth to gesture for you to be quiet.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And he puts his hand up, sort of tell you to stop. And he goes into the back. You hear some moving around. He gets out a book and he puts it on the desk in his central office. And then he gets out a star map and he points at it. He points at a map, and you see it's just inside the Coronis Expanse, and it's a place called Footfalls. It looks like it's a place that orbits a star.
Footfalls.
And then he points at the book, and then he shows the book being put on Footfalls, and then he points at you.
Do you need us to return this book?
He nods.
Okay, I mean, I think we could probably return a book. That can't be too hard.
To whom?
He gets a picture and he sets it down, and there's a name underneath it. You realize, like, he probably could write things out in words, but he just is not doing that.
He's just choosing to be extra mysterious.
Yeah, maybe he's choosing to be extra mysterious or whatnot. But it just says Callahan.
Callahan?
Yeah.
Andrew, do you recognize that name at all? Or this planet?
Can I do a scholar check?
Yeah, you can do a scholar check. You might, unless you do really well, you're not going to know who Callahan is, but you might know about Footfalls.
All right, what's the... why don't I do it one at a time, then?
No, well, it's 3 to know about Footfalls, and if you do exceptionally well, you'll have heard of a Callahan.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got a 3, but I also got a 1 on the Wrath die.
Oh.
We only roll like 1s or 6s. There's no in between.
Never.
All right.
Not for us.
So you've heard of Footfalls before. It is... So while this port that we're on right now is a lawless sort of port with, like, lots of crazy stuff going on, it still has an Imperial presence. The Navy's here, and there is an Arbitus force that's trying its best to maintain order,
right, sometimes
violently. Footfalls is inside the Coronis Expanse. It is not part of the Imperium, but it is home to humans. And it makes this place look like paradise.
Would you say it's a place of scum and villainy?
I guess. That seems like kind of a cliche, but yeah, it's a place of scum and villainy. It's actually a bunch of asteroids that have been like looped together by like metal gratings and whatnot that are sort of floating around a sun in a system that doesn't really have any planets. And all of these like rocks that are all sort of put together are sort of it's not quite a space station. It's just sort of like a bunch of things put together, and people live there, and it's sort of a trading post for more unseemly sort of things. So you look at the book, though, while you're thinking about that, and you realize that this book is mega heretical. You've heard about it before. It is the canon of Saint Vasifius. And Saint Vasifius is somebody who is actually probably not very saintly. He's sort of worshipped in some parts of the Expanse, and while they've tried to like sort of brand him as an imperial saint, other people say that he is actually like a Xenos monster that ruled the Expanse for a while. So there's various versions of this text. It's extremely heretical. And really, you're not supposed to have it inside the Imperium. It's mega illegal.
Andrew, I think this is a pretty good deal. I mean, we're just returning like a regular library book to some planet. I mean, this is going to be cake. All right. Hey, so Fel, I mean, I think we can do this. I think I can speak for both of us that there should be no problem or complications with returning this book.
It's just a book.
Like, yeah, it's just a book. What's the problem the book's going to present? Yeah. Anyways, Fel, totally easy. We'll drop this off for you at Footfalls, and we'll throw in 100 thrones for your silence.
He
Deal?
Smiles and nods.
See, I got better at it.
You just like immediately went to a high note.
All right, so do you want to throw it up for him? We're looking for a specific location in space. Some of our crew went. Yes, I know. Some of our crew went missing, and we have basically a piece from the last information we got from the astropath before they went dark. And we're trying to find them. Obviously, they're our lost crew. We're very, nervous about them.
He waves his hand as if he doesn't care about your reasons for this.
Cool. All right, let's throw it up.
So I press some buttons and I, open up the display.
And he looks at it. He's moving around in different directions. He's stroking his chin a little bit. He has a long beard. I didn't mention it before, but he has a long beard that he's stroking.
Makes sense.
And he makes a sort of sound. He doesn't make a lot of noise. He raises his finger up, turns around, and you just hear him shuffling around in the back.
Do you think that's a good shuffling? It sounds like he's making like a progressive shuffling, like he's getting closer to something.
I don't know if he has like degrees of shuffling noises just because he's mute, Jay.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes you can sense like an anxious shuffling, like he doesn't know. But this feels like progress.
Is this
being
you
made.
pretending that you have some kind of like?
I have an extra sense. Okay, I do. I'm gonna figure out what it is, but I know I've got it.
And while this conversation is going on, he comes back out and he puts down a map that he's put all of his maps on paper. He's very particular about that. I don't even know where he's getting all this paper. I mean, paper exists, but like he is just reams and reams of paper in the back that you see out behind the thing. He puts it down and he points at an area that's called Winter Scale's Realm. That's a large region of space. And then he's more specific. He points at a little dot that says Magaros system. Magoros. Magaros.
Okay, Magaros system.
In the Winter Scales region of space.
Yeah. And he raises a finger again. And he thinks for a moment. And he sighs. And he writes in low Gothic in the air, I sold this map to someone yesterday. A copy of this map to someone yesterday.
Whoa, what do you mean you sold a copy of this map to someone yesterday? Who?
Woman in green.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
It was that lady. How did she... Oh, okay. We need to go. We need to go now.
Now.
Yeah. Fel, we are going to return that book. We feel real bad about that you already sold this map to someone, so I feel like a discount should be in order, but it's okay. Keep the 100 thrones. we'll take care of the book thing, but we've got to go, obviously. Thank you so much for your time. We don't want her rescuing our friends instead of us, so bye-bye. And then we just run out the curtain.
I grab the book and I specifically hand it to Jay to put in his pack.
Yeah, I'll take it, of course. And I just slide it into my cloak. Who cares? And just run out the door.
All right, so we immediately head back to Captain Harden.
Yeah. Okay. So
we got to get back to the ship first. There's a lot of station between us and the ship.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you guys remember how to get back to the ship from here? I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit.
I am going to access the memory banks and Daniel and see if maybe you recorded that. I hope you did.
Yeah. If we go in there, we should be able to find the way back pretty easily.
Okay. We might have to turn you off for a second, though, Daniel. Is that okay?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay. Shutting you down.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. With such dangerous competition, can our boys hope to survive this treasure hunt? Tune in the first Wednesday of next month to find out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a Servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. And if you've enjoyed this episode, why not leave us a rating and review on iTunes? It would be most appreciated. Oh, and one interesting thing to keep a lookout for. Over the next day or so, you might see an extra bonus episode drop here on the Roll to Seize podcast. That's because we are about to announce, let's say, a spin-off podcast purely dedicated to the wonderful adventures of Wrath and Story. Keep a lookout for that. And as always, if you enjoy the Warhammer 40k universe and want to get your wargaming fix, you can tune in to Roll to Seize every final Wednesday. And if you'd like to download more episodes or check out other similar podcasts, head over to partialarc.com. There you might enjoy listening to Friday Night Quests, a podcast much like Wrath and Story, but set in the fantastical and equally hilarious world of Dungeons & Dragons. You may even recognize some familiar voices, such as Daniel Fernandez or even Jay Jones, along with many more ridiculous and wonderful characters. Definitely check it out. Of course, you can always follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at Partial Arc. And if you have any questions for Daniel and the boys, send them an email at wrathandstory@gmail.com. That's with the "and" spelled out. We may even answer them on one of our next episodes, so stay tuned. Until next time, goodbye.